During the times of slavery, the name Frederick Douglass keeps coming up. He was one of the most tenacious abolitionists of the 1800s. He brought awareness to thousands of people about the lives of a slave and changed the minds of many. Even when he was ridiculed, mobbed, and discriminated, he did not give up his cause to end slavery. Frederick Douglass was born in Easton, Maryland. Frederick never knew the day of his birth because the records of the births of slaves were not kept. He only has faint memories of his slave mother, as she could not keep Douglass. However, he was kept under the caring family of the Aulds. The wife of the owner taught him how to read, and the neighbors taught him how to write in secret. When Frederick turned 13, the Aulds started to treat him as the slave he was. Frederick tried to escape, but he was caught, and he realized escaping would only end in return. For months he was starved, worked near death, and beaten. He was treated so badly that he felt that
I had no friend on earth, down and one in heaven.
One day, Frederick Douglass found fishermen unloading boxes from a boat. He went to help them. The fishermen then told him that he should run away and become free. He already knew the ropes of getting around to the north, as he worked for the Underground Railroad. So one day, he disguised himself as a sailor and jumped onto a train to the north. While he was in the north, he joined an anti-slavery movement. He spoke to the people about his slave life, which captivated audiences. Although he was nervous, his voice was loud and clear, and made people listen for hours. The head of the movement recognized this and asked if Frederick would like to travel north speaking to people. Frederick traveled the north talking about the evils of slavery. He also created newspapers about slavery, which united the African American community. His speeches changed the minds of thousands. However, not everybody agreed. Not everyone agreed to the idea of free blacks. Some people got angry at his speeches. Also, some people didn't believe that he was even a slave because he spoke such good English. Eggs were thrown, booing, and even fights would break out when he made his speeches. Also, Frederick's growing fame also caused a problem. If the Aulds find out where Frederick Douglass escaped to, he would be captured and put back into the plantation. So Frederick traveled to England where he wouldn't be caught. In England, he spread the word about slavery, which captivated audiences with such a foreign concept. People would give him money for anti-slavery causes. Soon, Frederick Douglass grew a huge renown among the British. One day, something unexpected happened. Two strangers told Frederick that they bought his freedom from the Aulds. Frederick was ecstatic, and he went back to America. However, even after all his speeches, many people still have their minds set on slavery. Frederick decided the only way to end slavery is through violence. On December 1859, Lincoln was running for president. Frederick did everything he could to get him elected. Before Lincoln took office, the South attacked Fort Sumter, and the Civil War began. Frederick found this as a great opportunity for colored men. He had a meeting with Lincoln in the White House, which he was the first black man to set foot in. He convinced Lincoln to send African Americans to war. Even after the war, he started to fight for different causes. He created a new newspaper, the North Star. The North Star sponsored black education, women's rights, and temperance. He also took on government jobs such as presidential advisor, Marshal of D.C., and Consul General of Haiti. On February 20th, 1895, Frederick was attending a rally for women's rights. During a speech he was giving, he fell to the ground, dead. One of the greatest speakers of the 1800s was dead. However, till this day, his work has shown to inspire and improve the lives of others. A person who connects to Frederick Douglass was civil rights activist Martin Luther King. He was an abolitionist who used civil disobedience and nonviolent means of protesting to give public awareness to the rights of African Americans. Like Frederick Douglass, a modern-day abolitionist is Barack Obama. Till this day, slavery is still known. In his speeches, Obama gives awareness that there is still slavery and racism in the world, and if we are to overcome our problems, we must stop this. This concludes my project on Frederick Douglass, a man who never gave up on his dreams of setting African Americans free.